Welcome to the Wealth Matters podcast, where investors come together to better understand how to build passive cash flow and create generational wealth without all the confusing mumbo-jumbo. Here's your host and co-author of Amazon #1 bestseller, Alpesh Parmar.
Welcome to Wealth Matters podcast. This is the Monday section where I talk about the experiments I'm doing, the investment ideas I'm looking at, or even some of the updates about crypto market or real estate market. Of course, real estate market, you can get a lot from a lot of the other websites. So I try not to talk a lot about real estate and end up focusing more on crypto. So today's episode again would be more focused on cryptos, and the reason is a lot of you have reached out to me, and a lot of you who have invested with me in Bitcoin mining fund, what to do, what will happen, all that, and I kept answering that if you are in it for long term, you'll be fine. Again, I am almost positive that I would be right, but wait for the time. I would say this year would be a little rough, and maybe next year could be as well, depending on how the economy behaves. But I think come 2024 will be fine. Again, it's a long-term view, so I don't want to talk about it right now. But while during the bear market, look at your finances, look at how you're storing stuff, especially on crypto side. So I want to talk about the hardware wallets, right? So we have spoken about, and check out this episode where we have spoken about security in crypto world. Definitely check that episode out first, and then come back to this episode and listen to some of the hardware wallets I want to talk about. The hardware wallet I own is Ledger wallet, and hardware wallets are basically an USB key, which you have it with you. No one can take away those Bitcoins or any of the other coins from you. There is unless other than that, they can take the USB key away from you. But even if they have USB key, they need the private key, which you have stored somewhere else, right? So they need the combination before they can access your Bitcoin or any other coin. So and I'm going to share my screen as usual on Monday. So I want to show as well by sharing my screen what I'm talking about. So the first one I use is the Ledger wallet. It's available on ledger.com, ledger.com. And basically what I ended up doing, and I'm sharing my screen, they have a lot of different varieties of the hardware wallets. I ended up buying, now that I'm looking at it, Nano S as well as Nano X. So I have both of them. And to tell you the truth, I have not fully used them. I do have it. And the reason I bought two is that I wanted to have a backup as well. But at that time, I think I have paid like $250. Of course, right now it's much cheaper, 179 for a pack. So that's not bad. So that's what I bought, Ledger pack. And you don't have to buy the same one. I'm not trying to, again, advertise Ledger or Trezor or any other hardware wallet or product I'm going to talk about today. I'm in no way affiliated with them. I think Ledger is one of the market leader, but Trezor is pretty much similar. I would say they are like number two in the hardware wallet world. So definitely check out Ledger. The second one is called Trezor, Trezor.io is their website. And it's also pretty similar. Trezor has two models, Trezor 1 and Trezor Model T. So check those out. The Ledger and Trezor work pretty similarly. They are, as I said, number one and number two. So learn about both of them, which one makes sense. Ledger also has its mobile app, right? An iPhone app. So if Ledger, the Nano X is available nearby, my cell phone, my iPhone can connect it to via Bluetooth as well. So that's another advantage. I'm not sure if Trezor has that, but definitely compare the features, compare the price point, compare if any of those will work for you. But I will, if you have a lot of money sitting in crypto, then I will highly recommend that you at least keep some, maybe most, onto a hardware wallet so that no one can take it away from you. So that's the top two. Of course, there are a lot of new hardware wallets in the market, and that's why I wanted to do this episode. There is another one called coldcard.com, cold card. So that's also another hardware wallet, and they are saying it's the world's most trusted and secure Bitcoin signing device. When I go to buy now, I should be able to see the price. So yeah, it's little bit different than those USB keys like Ledger and Trezor, but the price points are like 100 to 150 bucks. So check that out. Compare them to, and maybe Cold Card is a new technology. Maybe it's interesting because it is like a calculator. So it's very interesting where it looks like a calculator and you are able to type in number in it. So, I would definitely recommend check that out as well. And then a couple other things. I saw that this is called OpenDime, OPENDIME.com. And this is very, very interesting. This is basically USB drive. It's very secure. You can carry it with you. It's free to use. That's one big important thing. Yes, you pay like 30 bucks to buy it, but after that, it's pretty much free. Anyone can use it. So this is good when you want to give money or Bitcoin to someone, right? Instead of sending it to their wallet, you can carry this key with you and give this key to that person, and that person has the Bitcoin with them. And now they can use it. If they want to spend money, they can go and give that key to someone else. So pretty much this acts like real money, right? Which you keep it in your pocket like a credit card or US dollars. So you can hand it to someone and you are not paying. So basically you are not going to pay any minor fees. So when I say minor fees, it means any of the transaction fees, right? So it's one-time fee which you will have to pay when you buy it, but after that OpenDime is free to use. So it's very interesting. It's like basically forcing us to use cryptos as a currency, right? And it's very secure. No one can take the fund from you or anyone. The private key is inside the device itself. So that was interesting that I found. And then another thing a lot of people recommend is storing your private key somewhere, right? And what I have heard that you can actually buy a seed plate on bitcoinseedbackup.com, and you can basically type down your private key. Basically, that private key is maybe your MetaMask wallet private key, your software wallet private key, or maybe it's from your Ledger or Trezor hardware wallet private key. You can pretty much print it out on this seed plate and store it in a safe deposit box, right? So you have the hardware wallet with you. You store that seed backup somewhere in your computer, but let's say your computer is corrupted or for some reason it does not start anymore, right? So you want to have a backup. So a lot of people are keeping this kind of seed plate and they put it in their safe deposit box, so you have another backup of it and maybe somewhere else, because these seed plates are almost indestructible from fire and flood or whatnot. So you can write it down on piece of paper, but this is even better where you can it's more like an aluminum or metal backup plate. So I would highly recommend check out some of these options. Again, I'm not using right now OpenDime or seed plate or anything else other than Ledger hardware wallet, but I'm looking forward to learn more about this, and most probably I'll end up buying a seed plate as well. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and feel free to recommend or at least send me questions about what else you would like to hear. Thank you so much and have a great week.
Thanks for listening to the Wealth Matters podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes so others can enjoy the show too. Have a great week and happy investing!